I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Psychological Operations, United States. According to Wikipedia, quote, psychological operations, or PSYOP, are operations to convey selected information and indicators to audiences to influence their motives and objective reasoning, and ultimately the behavior of governments, organizations, groups, and large foreign powers. The purpose of United States psychological operations is to induce or reinforce behavior perceived to be favorable to U.S. objectives. They are an important part of a range of diplomatic, informational, military, and economic activities available to the U.S. They can be utilized during both peacetime and conflict. There are three main types: strategic, operational, and tactical. Strategic PSYOP includes informational activities conducted by the U.S. government agencies outside of the military arena, though many utilize Department of Defense assets. Operational PSYOP are conducted across the range of military operations, including during peacetime, in a defined operational area to promote the effectiveness of the Joint Force Commanders' campaigns and strategies. Tactical PSYOPs are conducted in the area assigned to a tactical commander across the range of military operations to support the tactical mission against opposing forces. PSYOP can encourage popular discontent with the opposition's leadership, and by combining persuasion with a credible threat, degrade an adversary's ability to conduct or sustain military operations. They can also disrupt, confuse, and protract the adversary's decision-making process, undermining command and control. When properly employed, PSYOP have the potential to save the lives of friendly or enemy forces by reducing the adversary's will to fight. By lowering the adversary's morale and then its efficiency, PSYOP can also discourage aggressive actions by creating indifference within their ranks, ultimately leading to surrender. The integrated employment of the core capabilities of electronic warfare, computer network operations, psychological operations, military deception, and operations security, in concert with specified supporting and related capabilities, to influence, disrupt, corrupt, or usurp adversarial human and automated decision-making while protecting our own. Between 2010 and 2014, PSYOP was renamed Military Information Support Operations, or MISO, then briefly renamed PSYOP in August 2014, only to return to MISO shortly thereafter in 2015. The term was again renamed back to PSYOP in October 2017. PSYOP involves the careful creation and dissemination of a product message. There are three types of products that are used to create these messages. They include white products, which are used in overt operations, and gray or black products, which are used in covert PSYOP. White, gray, and black don't refer to the product's content, but rather the methods used to carry out the operation. In order for PSYOP to be successful, they must be based in reality. All messages must be consistent and must not contradict each other. Any gap between the product and reality will be quickly noticed. A credible truth must be presented which is consistent to all audiences. Primarily, it is a component of offensive counter-information that can be used defensively as well. PSYOP are used in support of special operations, unconventional warfare, and counterinsurgency operations. PSYOP can include military operations other than warfare, and also include joint operations. They include counterterrorism operations, peace operations, non-combatant evacuation, enforcements of sanctions and maritime interception operations, strikes and raids, etc. White PSYOP. White PSYOP is attributable to PSYOP as a source. White is acknowledged as an official statement or act of the U.S. government, or emanates from a source associated closely enough with the U.S. government to reflect an official viewpoint. The information should be true and factual. It also includes all output, identified as coming from U.S. official sources. Authorized to engage in white activity directed at foreign audiences are the State Department, USIA, the Foreign Operations Administration, or a predecessor of the Agency for International Development, the Defense Department, and other U.S. government departments and agencies as necessary. A gray PSYOP. The source of the gray PSYOP product is deliberately ambiguous. According to a 2007 State Department from the historian of the Department of State, quote, "The true source, U.S. government, is not revealed to the target audience. The activity engaged in plausibly appears to emanate from a non-official American source, or an indigenous non-hostile source, or there may be no attribution. Gray information is information whose content is such that the effect will be increased if the hand of the United States government, and in some cases any American participation, are not revealed. It is simply a means for the U.S. to present viewpoints which are in the interest of U.S. foreign policy, but which will be acceptable or more acceptable to the intended target audience than an official government statement would be." Black PSYOP. The activity engaged in appears to emanate from a source, government, party, group, organization, or person, usually hostile in nature. The interest of the U.S. government is concealed, and the U.S. government would deny responsibility. It is best used in support of strategic plans. Covert PSYOP is not a function of the U.S. military, but instead is used in special operations due to their political sensitivity and need for higher-level compartmentalization. Further, black PSYOP, to be credible, may need to disclose sensitive material, with the damage caused by information disclosure considered to be outweighed by the impact of successful deception. In order to achieve maximum results and to prevent the compromise of overt PSYOP, overt and covert operations need to be kept separate. Personnel involved in one must not be engaged in the other. Media. PSYOP conveys messages via visual, audio, and audio-visual media. Military psychological operations at the tactical level are usually delivered by loudspeaker and face-to-face communication. For more deliberate campaigns, they may use leaflets, radio, or television. Strategic operations may use social media, radio, or television broadcasts, various publications, airdropped leaflets, or, as part of a covert operation, with material placed in foreign news media. Process. In order to create a successful PSYOP, the following must be established. 1. Clearly define the mission so that it aligns with national objectives. 2. Need a PSYOP estimate of the situations. 3. Prepare the plan. 4. Media selection. 5. Product development. 6. Pre-testing. Determines the probable impact of the PSYOP on the target audience. 7. Production and dissemination of PSYOP material. 8. Implementation. 9. Post-testing. Evaluates audience responses. 10. Feedback. Before these steps can occur, intelligence analysts must profile potential targets in order to determine which ones would be the most beneficial to target. In order to figure this out, analysts must determine the vulnerabilities of these groups and what they would be susceptible to. The analysts also determine the attitudes of the targets toward the current situation, their complaints, ethnic origin, frustrations, languages, problems, tensions, attitudes, motivations, and perceptions, and so on. Once the appropriate target have been determined, the PSYOP can be created. Psychological operations should be planned carefully, in that even a tactical message with modern news media can spread worldwide and be treated as the policy of the United States. The U.S. Army is responsible for military psychological warfare doctrine. See the World War I section for an example of how a tactical leaflet, not properly coordinated, can cause national-level harm. The message to be delivered can be adapted to tactical situations, but promises made must be consistent with national policy. U.S. PSYOP forces are generally forbidden to attempt to change the opinions of, quote, U.S. persons, citizens, residents, or legal entities, in any location globally. However, commanders may use PSYOP forces to provide public information to U.S. audiences during times of disaster or crisis. Information support to a non-combatant evacuation operation by PSYOP forces to provide evacuation information to U.S. and third country nationals would also adhere to the order. The use of PSYOP forces to deliver necessary public information to a U.S. audience was established in relief activities. After Hurricane Andrew in 1992, Tactical Psychological Operations Teams, or TPTs, were employed to disseminate information by loudspeaker on locations of relief shelters and facilities. During such defense support of civil authorities operations, military public affairs activities, military civil authority information support activities, public information actions, and news media access to DSCA operational area are subject to approval by the federal department or agency assigned primary responsibility for managing and coordinating a specific emergency support function in the National Response Framework. Since October 2018, PSYOP forces may be employed domestically for such CAIS activities during an emergency under direction of the Department of Homeland Security. In such instances, quote, PSYOP forces are restricted by policy and SecDef guidance to only broadcasting and disseminating public information. When authorized for employment in this manner, PSYOP forces utilize their media development, production, and dissemination capabilities to deliver public or other critical information during domestic emergencies. Their mission is strictly to inform. End quote. Psychological operations were a key battlefield operating system used extensively to support Unified Task Force Somalia operations. In order to maximize the PSYOP impact, we established a joint PSYOP task force under the supervision of the Director of Operations, integrated PSYOP into all plans and operations, and limited the PSYOP focus to the operational and tactical levels. Psychological operations do not accomplish missions alone. They work best when they are combined with and integrated in an overall theater campaign plan. In Operation Restore Hope, we were successful in doing that. An emerging field of strategic psychological operations is the, quote, battle of the narratives, end quote. The battle of the narratives is a full-blown battle in the cognitive dimension on the information environment, just as traditional warfare is fought in a physical domain, air, land, sea, space, and cyberspace. One of the foundational struggles in warfare in the physical domains is to shape the environment such that the contest of arms will be fought on terms that are to your advantage. Likewise, a key component of the battle of the narrative is to succeed in establishing the reasons for and potential outcomes of the conflict on terms favorable to your efforts.
Yo, stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. Yeah, time to stand up, take control tonight. Spend too much time on the plan, it's right. It's time to execute now on your dream in life. Gotta fail fast, learn, try again and fight, alright. Pull the trigger, 6-7 figures. Making that money from the drive that's in ya. Gold digger, making money quicker. Pain is good, make your skin a little thicker. It ain't luck, anyone that's at the top, no it ain't luck. It's a grind, it's a time since the day one. It's your mind deep inside, how you stay tough, how you get back up. You put the work in and it comes back. Multiply, stack, execute and you can take that. What you want bad, it's the truth, I'm the change that you can make fact. Yeah, I've done it, it ain't luck, I can teach you. Stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. Hey, hey, hey. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. Hey, action on our dreams and fight, alright. You could get it all in some time. Make your dreams come to life. We ain't thinking small, thinking light. We just want it all in our sights. Move quicker, see the big picture. You could be selfish or you could be a giver. Go wizard, problem solve fixer. We ain't giving up till it's all delivered. Don't stop at the top, we gon' make it alright. No loss, just hard working and some long nights. Get lost, we dive deeper, disciplined life. The cost of sweat, time, yeah, worthy price. I don't care what they all say, no way. Negativity, any hate, I got no space. We gon' put our hands up to the sky. Appreciate our lives and we fight till we die. Yo, stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all till it's out. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. Hey, hey, hey. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We're gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright.